The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf.
We've also got another rig coming on that's going to be exploring a potential high-grade top copper target to the eastern side of the project. I think we mentioned the drill results that we had. We got a historical hit there, about 156 meters, about 1.1 copper, and about 290 silver.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ralph Rushton. He is the CEO of Aftermath Silver. And Ralph, it's great to see you again. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Just back from a critical metals conference in Las Vegas.
Oh, nice, nice. I'm sure they're asking a lot about what's going on at Berenguela, your project that we're going to be talking about this morning. And you're out with some drill results. And these are interesting because this is part of the phase 3 program. And this is really about infill, Ralph. And maybe you can kind of explain that to everyone.
Yeah, so as you advance the engineering, it becomes more and more important to have full confidence in the resource estimate that you have. Sometimes it requires some additional infill drilling to reach the sort of statistical confidence that the engineers need to be able to plan the mining operation. So that's what we've been doing. We're doing some additional metallurgical drilling as well to recover samples for met test work. But primarily, it's just upgrading the confidence of the resource around where the planned starter pits are going to be.
So this covered the final 15 holes from a 90-hole over 15,000 meter program. So you mentioned that where the starter pits are. So in relation to where everything is, talk to me a bit about the drilling that took place here.
Yeah, it's essentially right in the middle to the sort of slightly western side of the deposit. So there's old mine workings there. There's a few open pits and a few little tunnels there, which told us that there was a lot of high grade mineralization. The old timers typically would focus where they saw the most silver. So the objective is to, early on in the mine life, to get as much silver and copper out early on and get the sort of, hopefully get the revenue up in the early days to get rapid payback on the project.
Yeah. Are you worried about what kind of grade you're getting right away, or is it because of where this is you can have fluctuations? I'm just kind of wondering of what you drilled so far. Is everything rolling together?
Yeah, I mean the project benefits from having silver and copper credits as well as the manganese aspect to the project.
Right.
So we have three potential sources of revenue. Given that one of the crucial stages of all mining operations is the earliest part of it, where you want to get payback on your debt very, very, very rapidly. It makes sense for us to sort of focus on some of the higher grade regions of the deposit.
Okay. I noticed that you mobilized a second drill now. What's the next stage here? Where are you going next?
We've got two things going on. One is geotechnical drilling. That's, again, more drilling for the engineers. They like to know that the rock is good and solid. It's not going to collapse once they start mining. So we're doing geotechnical drilling around the limits of where the planned pit is. That's looking at fractures in the rock. Is the rock nice and hard? Is it crumbly? All that kind of stuff. And then we've also got another rig coming on that's going to be exploring a potential high-grade top copper target to the eastern side of the project. I think we mentioned the drill results that we had. We got a historical hit there, about 156 meters, about 1.1 copper. And about 290 silver. That we released in February, I believe it was. We want to follow that up. We also have another target to the southwest of the project, about 3 or 4 miles to the southwest of the main.
Yeah, I know that you're doing a pre-feasibility study as well, Ralph, working on that as well. Can you give us an update on how that's going?
Yeah, we are on schedule, probably about a week behind where we plan to be, and so far we're on budget with it. The target is to have the pre-feas completed by first quarter of next year, hopefully January. But so far it's on target. We've got a lot of people busy on this. The main project engineer is DRA out of South Africa, and their office in Peru. And then a number of other sort of subsidiary sort of consulting groups working on different aspects of the project.
All right, Ralph, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much. Really good update as always. Good to get a snapshot of where you're at and where you're going. And we'll talk again soon, okay?
Thanks very much, Steve. Bye-bye.
All right, there's Ralph Rushton, the CEO of Aftermath Silver.
The featured company is a paid client of Proactive Group Holdings, and this recording is disseminated by Proactive on its behalf. It is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment advice, an offer, or a solicitation to buy or sell any securities. Viewers should conduct their own research and consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. The views expressed are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of Proactive Group Holdings, trading as Proactive Investors or its affiliates. No responsibility is accepted for any loss arising from reliance on the information presented.